Hi, this is John Reed, and I'm reading a section from first chapter of my book called The Mole Train, published by Shadow Spinners Press. Our hero is interviewing a potential client, and his wife keeps calling him up with some problems. It's my phone again, Jennifer. Tempted to ignore it, but I tapped the button. What? Becky's acting out. What does that mean? I ask. It's like she's in a trance. And there's this kind of moaning. Call 911. No, she's not sick. She's Laura frowns. Laura Whitcomb's the potential client. I'll call you back. That was about Becky, wasn't it? Laura Whitcomb asks. The question hits me like a shot in the solar plexus. I force myself to take a deep breath. How the hell could you know that? Jennifer told me. Jennifer, as in my wife, Jennifer? She said. Laura looks behind me, her eyes widen. It's too late. They found us. I turn around. A shape, indistinct in the shadows, slides toward me, and I duck. Like a dusting of powder hits me. My face is on fire. Tears are streaming down my cheeks, and then everything goes black. A voice that sounds like one of those movie trailer guys echoes in my head. This is a time that is not a time. This is a place that is not a place. A train races past, light streaming from its windows. Dim images float in the darkness. A wagon creeping up a hill, a rope thrown over a branch. A human form swings in the evening shadows. I open my eyes, take a shaky breath, still reeling from the vision of violent death. Laura Whitcomb is gone. Our snooty waiter stands over me, hands me a check, $19. I give him a 20 and a 5. My head aches. My face is still burning and I'm having trouble getting breath. How long was I out? Maybe a couple of minutes? You just let me lie there? I don't do domestic. Somebody hit me with some kind of knockout powder. Did you see that? That was not domestic. The waiter looks around with a sigh. There was a Spanish-looking guy in a hoodie, and I was headed back into the kitchen. Spanish-looking? Yeah, I don't know. Skinny, pimples, loser. While looking for a table. It was gone when I came back. You were out, so I thought maybe you were drunk. I struggle on out of the booth and stand on unsteady legs. The redhead, you see where she went? He points over his shoulder toward the park across the street. She left on the run, kicked off her heels and booked it. And the guy in the hoodie? I shrugged. This is way further into my business than I want to be, your business. And we appreciate it if you don't come back. It stopped raining. I dodged my way through traffic, crossed the street into a Thompson Square Park, checked my watch as I run. Just after 1 a.m. Something is off. I met Laura at midnight. We talked for a couple of minutes. The waiter said I was only out for a couple of minutes. That's an hour unaccounted for, or the waiter's full of shit. Street lights in the park cast deep shadows on the empty sidewalks under the famous elm trees. Their branches glisten, liquescent from the rain. I call Jennifer back, noting I've missed 5 calls from her. What's going on with Becky? She's been doing some kind of shaking tremor thing. She's outside now, just staring down at the sidewalk. I'm scared, Vincent. Call an ambulance for Christ's sake. I'll get there as soon as I can. I'll try. I have to ask you a question. Who's Laura Whitcomb? Who? She's either forgotten or she's lying, but before I can call her on it, a guy in a long black coat, one of those waxed canvas numbers Australian cowboys wear, runs at me out of the darkness, knocking me off my feet. My phone goes flying. He's clutching a woman's purse, Prada. His eyes are wild, and an odd little smile crosses his face, and his hair is matted with sweat hanging over his forehead. All I get is a brief glance, but I'll remember him if I see him again. He's missing his right ear. My phone lies beside a puddle in the sidewalk. Miraculously, it still works. Jenny's voice is a tiny squeak. What happened? Where are you? I snatch it up. Tompkins Square Park. I'll call you back. Wait, what the hell am I supposed to do? I shut off the phone and walk farther into the park. The central plaza is deserted, and the leaf-dappled shade of an elm tree, Laura Whitcomb's body, hangs from a branch by a rope.